Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about how to invoke energies of the fifth dimension in order for you guys to feel protected and be protected and to see different results in your life when it comes to just being protected. I mean, this topic might kind of scare people, and people be like, "Oh, he's talking about invoking energies." Well, what do you do when you're getting up out of bed and you're literally starting your day? You're invoking your own energy to be able to get out of bed and to be able to motivate yourself and start your day. What happens when you go to the gym and you're getting energies to work out? You're invoking your own energies. You're basically conjuring up your own energies, and you're forcing certain energies to get in the gym, whether you like it or not. Because if you want to be healthy, it depends on how motivated you are. When I go to the gym, I call upon my own strength and own energies to get certain workouts done. Sometimes I do have a certain angel or two that helps me with last rep, last set. It's just if I'm kind of struggling towards the end. But on to the topic of how to invoke energies from the fifth dimension to protect yourself. Now, this is actually a really simple and easy topic because I've been teaching some very advanced spiritual topics in the past day or two. Yeah, I've been teaching some very, very long video topics, actually. It's like 30-minute long videos for the past few days, so this one will be a shorter video for the people who like the shorter videos. There's a variety of all of you. Some of you like really long videos, some of you like really short videos, but how does one invoke the energies of the fifth dimension? And that's just a really long term, or how do I say, terminology for defending your energy, concentrating your mind's eye into making energies around you that protect you. What's the easiest way to do this? Now, especially for people who are, my definition of naked or spiritually naked is without crystal jewelry, without any kind of protection at all. If you're naked, like literally if you're in public and you don't have crystals, you don't have protection, you're naked. Like, you're just stripped bare of energies, unless you're in some kind of initiated tradition where you're not naked because you have a certain pantheon spirit or something around you that protects you, or some kind of deity, etc. That's for people who are initiates into things, but I'm not teaching about that. If you'll have to go to an initiated person or someone who is of that lane, I guess, and that's not my lane. I teach you guys how to work with angels and how to call upon certain energies and work with crystals, etc. So even if you have your crystals, when you're out in public, the first thing that you can do to really protect your energy is to visualize some kind of circle around you, or some kind of triangle, or some kind of geometrical shape. And for some of you who already have spiritual gifts, like, this will be a very, very fast thing for you guys to be able to do. And this can only be used for good. So what's the point in you visualizing okay. Because I have played RuneScape a very, very long time ago, and there's basically a thing where the character grabs chalk and spins in a circle, and as they concentrate, like, the thing starts getting brighter, and then they disappear. Well, you're not gonna actually disappear in this, but what you will do is visualize, basically, you have an invisible white chalk and draw it around you as a circle. And then as you concentrate on the energies of the circle, some of you will be able to see the circle, and you'll be able to physically see it. Some of you won't. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. This is of the fifth dimension. So some of you have the ability to see it. Some of you don't. Some of you will see a faint white light. Some of you will see like an aura. Some of you will see something. Some of you just won't see anything. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, when it comes to what happens when you make the circle brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, now you focus on the circle. You carry the circle with you. So basically, as you walk around, you'll visualize that circle kind of like just, you're in the circle. It's kind of like a character select. It's like you're in the circle and you're walking around and the circle's around you. It's up to you how big you want to make the circle. I advise that you keep it in your proximity. I don't advise you go into a building and then the whole circle be your building, because then it'll be a diluted circle and it's not really going to be helping you. And what's the intention in that in the first place? But now what can you guys do? Now, I highly suggest you guys do a circle, but if you're in certain environments, certain other geometrical shapes can help. I'm going straight to the advanced stuff. Once you guys get really good at this like making certain shapes. And you can use Metatron's cube, which Metatron's not the angel that people think he is online. He's actually he was never a human, etc. There's just a whole bunch of misinformation online that has nothing to do with the actual angel Metatron is. He's actually an overseer angel. There's just so much misinformation on angels online. Like certain websites will be like, oh, this is a fallen angel. And then if you click into the rest of the website, that's like a video game website. Because I'm glad I used the analogy of RuneScape earlier. Because like Dungeons and Dragons, Archangel Raphael is an evil angel. In what dimension? In which reality? This is not a video game. This is real life. But when I'm talking about the fifth dimension, sometimes you do have to treat it like a video game, but not in that sense. But also the statue of Archangel Raphael in the background. And I'll teach you about how to do that. Work with angelic statues as totems in the future. But when it comes to working with just certain energies, so you'll visualize that there's a circle around you. And just focus on, concentrate on the circle, and everything after that is up to you. I highly advise you just keep it a circle. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Like I love my viewers. I love my viewers. I love the people watching my YouTube and subscribing. And my circle just became a heart. Sometimes your circles will become other things. So sometimes your circles will become domes or halos, or you'll just start seeing your circle spiral into different things. Sometimes you won't see it at all. Sometimes you'll feel the circle. And what happens when you're in public and people try to walk into the circle? It looks like they hit a wall. Like they just basically lose train of thought. I mean, depends on their intention. If they're trying to get too close to you, and you're literally putting your intention, and your angels are helping you. You're having help with this. They know what you're doing. Yeah. A lot of people will be like, yeah, I can do things that my angels don't realize I'm doing. Yeah, they can see it. They can fully see it. They know what you're doing. You can't sneak around. Number one, you can't bypass God, and you can't bypass your own guides. Now, when it comes to this circle and you're in public, put your intention into the circle. Be like, I would like the circle to please keep people from getting away from me. I would like to have this circle please protect me from people who get too close to me. This circle can protect me from negative energy, etc. And you're just going to notice a whole bunch of people going around you, etc. People who try to walk into it will be very dismantled. And usually their eyes will cross and they'll be like, they'll just be like, or just like, because they walked into your energy, and you're literally establishing your energy to protect yourself, and your guides are helping you. So they'll have what I call a pancake face, and I talked about this in previous videos. It's as if you took like a card, like a pan. Why am I looking for a pan? I'm looking for something that resembles a pan. It's basically as if they took a pan and they hit them in the face with a pan, and just like, well, that's you defending your energy, and that's your angels helping you defend your energy, because it's your energy. And if you don't want people walking up to you or like touching you or putting their hands on you, etc., you have a right to defend your energy. There's spiritual laws that basically say that your energy is yours. Now, and this gets a lot more advanced, because you can make a triangle, and I highly suggest you guys study the powers of certain geometrical shapes and find a geometrical shape that resonates with you. If you can do it, and you can put your energy into concentrating into Metatron's cube, that's wonderful as well. You'll feel a whole bunch of energies when you do that, and you'll see shapes when you close your eyes. But mainly this is invoking energy of the fifth dimension. You're using something you really can't see to defend yourself, and it's literally your energy. And this is just a very simple thing you can do. If you're having trouble visualizing a circle, it's this, or like I can't. You're like, I don't know if the circle's there or not. It's there. As soon as you even like put your intention into there being a circle there, it's 100% there. If you can't do it on your own, your angels will help you. There's no way to do this wrong. The only wrong way is to do this is to overthink, because you're like, I can't see it, etc. You can see it in your mind's eye if you'd like, but it's there regardless. Even if you just put your intention into, okay, you close your eyes, there's a beautiful white golden circle around me, a white triangle, a white square. Sometimes squares might be able to help you guys, because if you can't visualize a circle, or your circle's kind of like fading in and out, then yeah, a square might be best for you, because it has 4 walls. It's basically visualize, and you can actually use the energies of crystals as well in your and this is a perfect pyrite square. How beautiful. But let's just say you have black tourmaline and you're in public. Now, pull the energies out of your tourmaline. Basically, visualize your tourmaline kind of bleeding into the circle, kind of like a paintbrush. Just kind of the energies are spilling into the circle. Now that circle's empowered with tourmaline. How cool is that? If you guys would like to test this out, go out in public when you do this. Go to like a mall. Don't try this. I mean, when you try... What am I going to say? Try this in the club. Well, when you try it in the club, people are going to be acting extra strange. So, actually, I do recommend you guys doing this in the club because people in the club can be extra handsy, etc. But you're going to notice a lot of people act extra weird because you have a circle around you, especially if someone accidentally bumps into it or passes into it. You might actually feel a whole bunch of energy, like tingles and spins and stuff like that when people pass through it. Eventually, at a certain point, your energy will get so strong, people physically can't pass through it. That's a little... For the people who consistently practice this for years, you're going to be pretty much making invisible walls. That's the secret to this, but a lot of people who are consistent with this will achieve that. Now, people who aren't consistent, will be at the regular state of putting their intention into this. But yeah, it takes years to do this and years to develop, but not years for it to work, just years for it to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So as you get in the habit of doing this, or when you go out, sometimes you'll just have an automatic circle, automatic triangle, automatic square, automatic, sometimes you'll do octahedron, like just different shapes around you. You can use multiple shapes around you. Just keep it simple. Let's just say if you don't resonate with shapes, and every shape has their own geometrical and spiritual patterns. In the future, I'll teach about the spiritual meanings behind every shape. And you can just pair them. I said this would be a shorter video. I'm gonna teach that in future videos. But this just doesn't resonate with you. Like, I don't like shapes. I don't want to do a circle around me. I like wavy lines. Well, if you don't want to use a shape, you can actually use just blinding white light. So visualize that there's blinding white light pouring down upon you. No one's going to be, especially people who are bad. People who are bad are going to run away from you. And that's one thing that I have encountered as a spiritualist who does practice, heavily working with protection crystals, finding new ways to utilize protection crystals. People will run away from you and you're like, what's that? Like, what's wrong with them? And then you'll find that that person's really, really rotten. Like, they swear under their breath every few seconds. That person has really bad intentions. And sometimes for you to find and meet someone who has the worst intentions in the entire world is when you let your protections and your guard down. And that person gets close to you and you're like, oh my God, why didn't my angels keep this person away? It's because you kind of let them close to you, and there's a part of you that was kind of like just curious to find out what they would do. And when you practice this circle technique and invoking energies of the fifth dimension, especially when you're using crystals, when you use crystals such as black tourmaline, especially as a necklace, it's 100,000 times stronger. It's very, very strong. And you're going to notice people who are bad, literally, it looks like they bite their tongue when they go to talk to you, or like they'll see you and they'll get the pan face even from 20, 30 feet away. They'll look at you and be like, and I mean, for the people who know what I'm talking about, and people who have gotten a necklace of black tourmaline from me on my website, which is $777, which I don't actually talk about my website as much as I should be, because I just teach about crystals and spirituality and assume that you guys already know. But yes, I do have a website, floridastoneman.com, with a really powerful black tourmaline necklace with tons of testimonies. But when you wear a necklace like this, especially when you cleanse and charge it with selenite or sunlight. Sunlight's preferable. Selenite's really good too, but when you go in public, people who are really, really rotten, just flat out bad energy, will look at you and just be like, and just bolt. Like, something will cause them to run away. It's pretty cool how that works. So in this video, I really just made it very simple. If you want to invoke the energies of the fifth dimension to protect yourself, get into the act of visualizing that it's around you, because this is 100% intention based, but this intention literally puts a shield around you, and your guides know what you're doing and they're going to help out even if you're not able to do it yourself. It's you focusing your intention, because most people are so unfocused to the point where they'll try something, they'll see like it worked, or it probably didn't work, or it probably did work, it probably whatever, and then they won't ever do it again because they're just not consistent. So if you're consistent with this After 7 days of doing this every single day, especially when you're in public, it'll get much stronger. Leave your stories below in the comment section. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!